Views is real. Whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, Jess don't do no lying.
Jess is gonna bring you numbers.
Jess With The Mess, and this is real.
On The Breakfast Club.
I know they know the difference. Keep it a stack.
So I got to watch the whole 4-part Where's Wendy documentary. And I have a lot of questions.
What'd you watch it on?
I watched it on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
It's actually on Amazon Prime. Thank you.
On what device?
For letting me know that. So what?
On what? Like on
My
what?
Samsung 85-inch. So thank you.
Okay.
Don't play with me, okay? Because we're not even playing this morning.
What's wrong with you?
Do not play with me. He a clown. And he will forever be a clown.
Go ahead, Jess.
So this documentary, it took me, it was like a roller coaster of emotions that I went through watching it, and because you just don't know who plays a part, who doesn't, who's genuine, who's not. Like it is, and it's speculations. Like we said last week, it started off as her comeback story, and then I watched it, and it just seems like her downfall story.
Right.
And she's very aware, then unaware is hell, and then aware. So she's in and out, and they gave clarity to a lot of things that a lot of people been wondering. We have audio from DJ Booth, what he actually explained.
Kevin's infidelity had a huge impact on Wendy. You know, Wendy has this big home that she's living in, and it's just her there by herself. No husband, her kid is away. I always felt that Wendy had, you know, the loneliness in her life, isolation. She just wasn't prepared or know how to deal with this new life. And then COVID just didn't help.
So it didn't help, you know, and it was a number of people playing like roles. Like you had her manager, Will, who was actually trying to do it all on his own. Her publicist, Sean Zanotti, and people, and her lifelong friend, and her other people in there too, like her family, her nephew, her son, who was also doing commentary. But it was like, you can see that nobody, you don't know who to blame, any of this on. And not saying that she didn't play a part in like her own, demise and all that type of stuff. But at the same time, it's like, why is her guardian so exclusive? Why is this? And then is the guardian behind the whole documentary? And then, but then it turned, I reported last week that they're suing, that they tried to sue A&E or Lifetime or whatever because they're going to drop it 2 days before it aired.
Yeah.
Like, it's so many moving parts.
Yeah, there was absolutely zero reason for this documentary to be released, if you ask me. Like, I don't even see the purpose at all. I guess it's raising awareness to people who have, different forms of dementia, but I don't see how anybody who loves Wendy would want this documentary out. I was shocked to see that, her son was executive producer, because there's no way I'm watching this and saying, you know what, I want my mom to be perceived in this light.
Yeah. Yeah, and then she was also a producer on it as well. You see her name on it too.
But like Charlamagne said, I don't understand the purpose of it, right? Because at first I was like, well, maybe they want to expose the guardian and say she shouldn't be the guardian. But then you look at it, if you look at it, you're like, y'all allowing Wendy to drink on there. Y'all showing a side where it looks like, well, maybe she does need a guardian because the people that's in her life, I don't know if they have her best interest at heart.
Yeah. And not only does she need a guardian, she needs supervision 24 hours of the day, obviously. How is she able to lock herself in a room with a fifth of liquor or whatever and it just be gone whenever she decides to let somebody in her apartment? Somebody
has to buy that liquor. Somebody has to purchase it. Somebody has to get that liquor to her.
She's not going out getting it on her own.
No.
Yeah, and it just raises more questions, right? Because it's like when you saw her in Miami actually getting well, when she was around her family, how does it go from that to somebody saying, no, the family should not be the ones watching over her?
You're right.
It should go to a guardian. Like, what happened that made them say, yo, the family isn't who she needs to be around either?
Yeah.
Like, it's just strange.
And they just tried to make it about her money, like Kevin, like what they were saying, because they gave that little boy, I don't care, that little boy power of attorney and power over her medical. We have audio for number 2 about that.
They basically said that because she was drinking so much, it was starting to affect her headspace and her brain. So I think they said it was alcohol-induced dementia. When she was staying in Miami, I helped her heal by, one, eliminating all alcohol, being her occupied with just whether it's going to the beach, working out, which is something that she didn't used to do, what she does now.
You can actually see where she was getting thicker. She was vegan. She was cooking. She looked
had her
healthy.
right.
She looked more aware. And then number 3.
In 2019, the family helped put Ma in rehab down here in Florida, and the show wanted her up there in New York for some reason, even if it was just to receive help. And that's when she had to step up and kind of address the problems on TV.
And the thing is, like, okay, so her son and her nephew, they seem, like very, very concerned in the commentary, but in the footage of them actually meeting with her and talking with her, there is no, like, they didn't want to hug her. They didn't hug her. They just seemed very closed. And that meeting that she had with them when they were 40 minutes late, when she went with Will, and he finally showed up, like, I don't know, it was like a little smirk on her son's face. Like, there's a disconnect. And God knows what he went through watching all of this and letting all this play out from his parents' divorce to seeing his mom's health deplete. He goes from taking care of her. Then they removed him from everything. They snatched her away from them. So it's only like so much that he can go through too as a kid, as her kid.
I don't like how they play with her legacy like that.
Still, yeah.
But you look at Bruce Willis, right? Actor, he has dementia. Do you see them posting what he's doing every day and how hard he's dealing with it?
No.
Barbara Walters, it's the same way. She had dementia. Do you see how she's dealing with it and they posting every day? I just hate the fact
it felt very exploitive.
Yes, I hate the fact that they're doing it. This woman has a legacy. Like her or hate her or love her.
Right.
What she created for radio and television and what she's done as a person in this entertainment industry should be held as high as possible. And I feel like that show yesterday, if Wendy was in her right mind, she wouldn't be wanted to see out with her wig off and looking the way she wouldn't.
I don't care if it's the family. I don't care if it's Will, whoever it is. All of y'all dead wrong for having them cameras in that lady face like
absolutely.
that. Like there was absolutely no reason for that documentary in any way, shape, or form. I don't even know what they were trying to tell us.
Yeah, that's my thing. I had mixed feelings. Like even with her niece, who wanted to be just like her, who still aspires to be like her. Right. She came in there and she did not want to see the publicist, Sean. She was just like, no, I don't want to. She barely gave her a hug, and she was just like, I need her out of here. Like she told Wendy, you have a lot of random people around you. Everybody you call your friend, you're paying them. You don't know what they're doing. Right. They're like, why would Sean take her to L.A. and put her in front of NBC to have a meeting? Why? And before the meeting, you let her have 2 or 3 drinks at a restaurant, and that's not what she's supposed to do.
I don't know.
And everybody is responsible.
It felt so sad,
and by the way,
man.
the network too, Lifetime too. Why would y'all want to put that out there?
Yeah.
Like at some point, people,
Lifetime's out. They care about the business.
Boy, I'm not gonna lie. I don't.
They have no loyalty.
They care
to
about
Wendy.
the business.
I don't be watching Lifetimes. Boy, them commercials be crazy.
It was like, a lot of
single
commercials.
black female too. Shaquana's revenge.
I'm telling you,
9 times.
They were Tubi before Tubi. Lifetime. Let's not play.
I saw a movie called Haunted Housewives.
I didn't see that one.
It looked like it was a bunch of housewives in the woods and they was hunting them.
Wasn't that single black female? Keisha Cole was that one.
No, that was something else.
Keisha Cole.
No, it was K. Michelle.
You're right. My bad.
Melissa Ford. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I ain't never watched. I don't watch Lifetime, so I don't know the commercials. Was crazy.
Then they had mad. Then it was doctor. If your eye won't close, it was mad. I was like,
commercial was like a spoof. Like it was just strange. And then
Lifetime was Tubi before Tubi. I'm telling you.
And they think they can air something like Wendy, and then at the end just put the disclaimer up. This show touches on a lot of sensitive issues. If somebody needs help, go to such. I'm like, man, cut it out.
Horrible.
Cut it out, man.
Yeah, so first hour, that's Jess with the Mess.
All right, thank you, Jess.
Her news is sick.
Yeah, literally.
Young morning sickness.
But I got through that, though.
You did. All right, when we come back, we got front page news. Cezlyn Figueroa will be joining us. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.